Hey everyone, and welcome to Teaching with Sierra. Today's video, I thought that I would share with you guys a cool video where I noticed that a lot of people like to see this because of the views that I got from my other channel. So I am doing a video where I talk about what I wish I knew before attending Liberty University, Teacher Edition. Here on my channel, I am a teacher. And in real life, I am a teacher. And I just wanted to share with you guys 5 things that I wish I knew before attending Liberty University, trying to obtain my bachelor's degree. So one of the first things that I want to talk about, and I think that it's at the top of my list of what I wish I knew, is the gate process. The gate process is it's like Tetherizing. It's a terror. It's a nightmare. When I say that you have to pass gate 1 in the education course, gate 1 just means that you have to have program acknowledgments, background clearance, package purchase receipts, which we'll talk about that one in a second as well. And then of course you have to have the declaration of the educator preparation program. So it'll be an initial teacher licensure program that you're going to be in. And then gate 2 is a program status check where you're making sure that you have a degree completion plan of a 3.0 GPA, that you have that you're trying to take for your major, a teacher licensure major. And then of course you need to have education, so EDUC 125 or EDUC 201 completed with a grade of a C or higher. And then of course you're gonna have to do your VCLA, so your reading and writing subtests, which are hard as well. So we'll talk about that in a second, because that is another one of the things. Background check with full clearances on your criminal background, your fingerprints, your state's child abuse, and then your individual state child abuse. So tuberculosis results, and then professional liability insurance if you are trying to be a Christian educator. So of course Liberty is based off of Christianity, and if you're trying to go in to do that, you want to make sure you have that. So residential students and online students completing the placement in Virginia have to have an individual state abuse and a Virginia child abuse. So I just wanted to throw that out there in case you live in Virginia. And then of course gate 3 is to have your degree completion plan of the same exact things, except instead of just having the 3.0 grade point average in the teacher licensure major, you're also going to need to have a course completion, including the CLEP exams, transfer courses, and all of that. And then your next step is also going to do your licensure assessments official score report. So I'm reading it straight from the download that they have. And then of course, I didn't read into all of this before I started Liberty University, and I didn't realize that I would have to be in gates and that it would be a stop mark for me when completing and trying to complete these courses. So you'll have to have your VCLA, which is your reading and writing for gate 3, as well as your praxis subject assessment, and then your RVE, which is for elementary and special education degrees only. Of course your background check, your full clearances on everything that I said for gate 2, and then of course your tuberculosis result, and then your professional liability insurance, and your placement request for your field placement group. So your last few courses, which is your student teaching and your practicums. So then your exit ticket is gate 4, which is just your checklist. It's a program exit and licensure application that needs to be completed at the end of the student teaching semester. But anyways, I will have that linked in my description box down below if you are wanting to attend Liberty, or if you are attending Liberty and you didn't realize that you had to do all of this before you decided to want to be a teacher at Liberty University. So when I talked about the background and criminal checks, these only last 5 years. So if you are taking your time to complete the program, definitely make sure that you are well aware that these only last 5 years, and that you will have to pay for it again. If you're not with financial aid, just know that, you know, if you just paid 100 whatever for it, then you're gonna have to do it again within the 5 years if you're not done with your degree process. Another thing that I wish I knew before attending Liberty University is the fees. There are so many fees that I didn't know that I would eventually have to pay. So I didn't realize I would have to pay for the VCLR, which is $130, and if you don't pass it, you can take it again, but you're paying another $130. So that was one of my things that, okay, like if I don't pass this class, what's gonna be the outcome, and what am I gonna have to do? I'm gonna have to pay another $130 to see if I can pass it again and again and again and again. And then some of the other fees that come along with Liberty University teaching degrees is that you're gonna have to pay for the background check and all of that stuff to be done. So it's literally under $30, but you're gonna have to take time to go to your local courthouse and get it notarized, and then you're also gonna have to, you know, send that off, and especially like at a decent time. So just be aware of all those things. Definitely check into my description box because I will have the PDFs linked. And then of course I'll have it linked to the main website, and you guys can explore around on libertyuniversity.com. Another thing that I wish I knew before attending Liberty University is the work. The work is not hard. It's just, you got to do it. And I wish I knew, you know, like how nice they are, the teachers, to work with you, especially when you get sick. And then of course I wish I knew, you know, like sometimes that I would have had to incorporate, you know, like scriptures or things, you know, just like pertaining to God into my work. So with that being said, it's like you're doing a paper for English, and it seems like sometimes you have to incorporate that into it. And it's just, my thing is, I understood Liberty was a Christian school, but I can't use these things in my classroom at our school. So a couple years ago in my district, we stopped talking about God and bringing him into the classrooms and bringing him into the school. So it's very hard to talk about it in an English paper or a history paper, and then turn around and we don't use it at all for work. So right now I am an instructional assistant. I do have roughly less than a year left to do that, because I should have my degree sooner than I think if I hustle. But of course I'm always wanting to share the next greatest thing about what I wish I knew before attending Liberty University while I'm still there. Trying to obtain my teaching degree has been hard. It's been work. I've been working on my teaching degree with Liberty University since 2020, and it is now 2024. So that just tells you right there that I am taking my time and needing a break maybe once a year, whether it's for the summer, whether it's for the spring, or whether I did it for the fall. But the work is not hard. It's just, I didn't realize how much I would have to incorporate that into my English papers or my history papers, or into other like teaching pieces if I can't bring it into the classroom. So I felt like maybe I should have did more research on that. And then of course, I think that, you know, I gave up on the point of trying to like add in scriptures, and of course like trying to incorporate that piece into my work that I'm putting into my portfolio because of the fact that I can't bring it into an elementary school setting. Another thing that I wish I knew before attending Liberty University as a teacher, I wish that I knew about the practicum in teaching, student teaching that is. What I mean by that is that I did a practicum with my daughter's teacher, who she has this year, and I didn't realize that I would need 30 full hours. So as a teacher, I wasn't mentally prepared to leave my classroom 30 minutes every single day to go to another classroom, and I didn't realize that I could use my own work and my own hours from my own classroom. So I was working as a first grade instructional assistant, and I didn't realize that they would allow me to use those hours. And with that being said, I was able to use those hours and not have to do the student practicum with who my daughter has as a teacher this year. I was able to use the hours from my classroom and then the hours that I had already started with her. So that's another good thing. Always question and ask Liberty if it's okay that you use your hours, because if I'm already there Monday through Friday from 7:30 to basically 2:30 or 3 o'clock, and I am teaching and I am working with the kids, I think that it's beneficial. Beneficial for sure, because those are your hours. You're working anyway. You're with the kids, you're teaching, you're helping, you're working. The student teaching part I didn't realize is that I possibly would have to give up my job and have someone else come in and basically be my sub for maybe 3 months while I am doing student teaching, and that I would have to go, go and work with a teacher full days and do everything except lunch and specials, so like PE, art, stuff like that, and then recess. So your other time is what you should be adding in for your hours for your student practicum and your student teaching, because you're with the kids, you're working with them, that's all that matters. So these are the things that I wish I knew before attending Liberty University as a teacher who wants to become a teacher trying to obtain her bachelor's degree at Liberty University. I hope that this helps you all out a lot, and I hope that you all leave me some great feedback. What else you guys would like to know about Liberty and what my opinions are on what I wish I knew, because I think I want to do this again. It's just, I think that teaching at Liberty University is one of the best things, but at the same time, it can be very crazy. Let me just put it like that, because the gates, the fees, the student teachings, the practicums, the work, the incorporations that you're adding into your work and into getting your degree are all the things that keeps it going. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great day.